Hello you plonkers and welcome back today to another video on the Drewzy channel. It's that time of the year where I review the best goal and mark of the 2022 AFL season. I did this last year only for mark of the year. Today we're doing them both in one, goal and mark of the year, using Drewzy's rating system. Out of the three categories, you can score a maximum of 5 points, totaling for 15 points. For mark of the year, we have courage, airtime/height, and also uniqueness. And then for goal of the year, we also have uniqueness, we have the difficulty, and we have the on my ones category. On my ones basically just means, did they do it themselves or did they need the help of another teammate, etc. You get what I'm saying. Make sure you click that thumbs up button before we get into the video. Do it now. Thank you very much. To support me in the Drewzy YouTube algorithm, and subscribe if you're new. 10k is on the way, baby. Make sure you're in the Plonker Army before it's too late. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. First up, we have Mitch Georgiades in the mark of the year. Let's give it a watch. I remember being at this game very hungover after my 21st, but you know, I remember it like it was yesterday. Snapped in by Finlayson. Georgiades came out of nowhere. Sits on the shoulders of Brennan Cox, gets one knee on the big man, and then kicks off. Plenty of hang time, and hits the ground. There we go. So Mitch Georgiades is the first nomination. Let's have a look at the Drewzy scoring system. Courage. When I think of courage, I think Nick Revolt going back with the flight into a train. That's what I think of courage. That's a pretty stock standard specky. Is there much courage in that? It's audacious. Like, to go for a specky, it's always going to require courage, obviously, but we're harsh critics on the Drewzy channel. For courage, I'm going to go with 2. This mark isn't known as a courageous mark, so is it going to get a 2 out of 5 for the courage? Airtime/height, he gets up there. You know when a player loses their center of gravity and they're wiggling about in the air? That they get up there. So I'm going to give that one a 4 for airtime/height. Brennan Cox is a big boy. Mitch Georgiades is a big boy. And boy, does he get up there. So 4 out of 5 on the height. And uniqueness, it's a pretty stock standard specky. So I'm going to give it a 2 for uniqueness, which brings his score to 8 out of 15 on the Drewzy marking scale. Next up, we have Toby Green. Right, here we go. Long bomb down the line. Toby Green! Bloody hell. He's a miraculous man. He does miraculous things. That is class. Right, let's rate this thing. So for courage, probably similar to the Georgiades one. Didn't really stand out. It's obviously always courageous to go for a mark, but it's getting a 2 for the courage for me. The airtime/height, he was up there for a bloody long time, and he had the composure to land the mark as well. So I'm gonna give him a 4 for that one as well, for the airtime/height. And uniqueness. It's not a mark that we've never seen before, so it's not going to score 5 out of 5. But I think this is unique because he gets up there, he's in control of his body in space, even though his head's about to hit Marvel Stadium. And then he lands on his feet and goes straight away. So I find that aspect of it unique. So I'm going to give him a 3.5 for uniqueness. That's a total of 9.5. Now let's have a look at little boy Charlie Spargo. Cozzy Pickett looking inside 50. Spargo comes out of nowhere. Jeepers. Where did he come from? Honestly, remember watching this game and had no idea Spargo was going to go for that. There you go. 2 of these marks happen to be on Dockers players, so it's good that my boys get a feature in this year's mark of the year, potentially. This epitomizes courage for me, because he's going back with the flight and taking a specky and lands on his back. He doesn't care about the outcome of the spec. He's just going for it to get the result of the mark. So for me, he's going to get a 4.5 in the courage department. For airtime/height, he rides him a little bit. He doesn't get too much height. He does ride him. I'll give him a 3 for that, taking him up to 7.5. And then uniqueness. It is pretty unique. Going back with the flight and taking a specky. I'm gonna give him a 4. So that wins Charlie Spargo the mark of the year. Well done, Charlie Spargo. Good boy. You win mark of the year based on the Drewzy rating system. So as I said, this one, the rating system's a bit different. We've got uniqueness again, we've got difficulty, and we've got on my ones. Up first, we have Shea Bolton. Set up, inside 50, Rewalt, doesn't take it. Bailey Smith tries to get rid, intercepted by Bolton. Weaving, cleaning up, left foot, drop punt from the pocket. You're taking the biscuit, Shea Bolton. You are taking the absolute Mickey. God, he can produce some magic, this boy. On the opposite, left foot, drop punt from the pocket, intercepts the handball, clean, balances at speed on the left. Oh my days, the agility as well to get away from the defender. Nutty. What a talented young fella Shea Bolton is. Let's rate this goal. Uniqueness, I've never seen it done before, although it is a drop punt from the pocket when you look at the kick of the ball itself. But to intercept the handball, weave in and out, agility, balance, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 for the uniqueness. The difficulty, I mean, it's got to be right up there. I'm going to give it a 4.5 for difficulty. To remain so balanced at such speed, then to kick a drop punt from the pocket on your opposite foot, that's just about as difficult as it gets. So I'm going to give it a 4.5, take him up to 8.5. And on my ones, he does it all himself. He wins the ball back, runs through the pack, beats a bunch of opposition without any real help from his teammates. So it's just about as on my ones as you can get. So I'm going to give him a 4.5 for that as well, which takes him up to a 13 out of 15 on the Drewzy goal rating system. Next one, Josh Dacos. Darcy Moore sends it down the line. Here's Dacos. Handballs it to himself. See you later, Archie Perkins. A little dribble past Nick Hind. Takes a bounce. Takes another. Wheels around. Snaps it on the right. Bang. Unreal goal. How's he done that then? Handballs it to himself. Little crossover. Oop. See you later, boys. Takes a bounce. Takes another. And then snaps it. Mate, these are going to be hard to separate. Uniqueness. Have we ever seen a player handball the ball to himself and then cross someone over Kobe Bryant style? I don't think we have. And then to run from pretty much the wing to kick that goal, it's pretty crazy goal. Uniqueness, I feel like he'd be stiff if you got anything less than a 4. So I'm going to give him a 4. Difficulty. The most difficult part about this was the handball to himself and then the crossover that he does. So the shot itself, the kick off the ball, wasn't actually not that difficult. Shea Bolton's was much more difficult. And I know the goal is the entire passage that he produced. But for the shot itself, I'm going to give it a 3 for the difficulty. And then on my ones, he does it all himself for a long time. So, I mean, I've got to give him a 5 for that. He set up the goal from the wing. So we've got 5, 3, 4. That's a 12 out of 15 for Josh Dacos on the Drewzy goal rating score review system. Last but not least, Blake Acres. It's not Blake Acres. How has he not been nominated for the goal of the year when his kick for goal against Carlton was the most difficult shot that anyone had took in the AFL this season and converted for a goal with? Try kick that Blake Acres snap from the pocket. I'll give you 100 tries. I bet you don't get it once. Anyway, the last shot on goal is actually Sam Draper. Right, here we go. Bounce of the ball. Draper takes it out of the ruck. Step, swallow. Handball over the top. Keeps on running. Runs into space. Steps some mug. I think it was Ballard. Banana! Sends the Essendon fans wild. They haven't celebrated since 2004, but they get up for this one. That is good for a ruckman to run half the length of the field. Hands. Gets it back. Charlie Ballard. I'm too agile for you, sunshine. Get off me. Bang. Banana. Great goal. Great goal. Now let's rate this thing. Uniqueness. I'm going to be harsh here. I've seen Nick Nat do something similar. So I'm going to give him a 3 for uniqueness. The difficulty. It's quite difficult to run from the centre circle past a bunch of defenders, get the centre clearance, and then snap it on your right as a ruckman. It is quite difficult. So I'll give him a 4 for difficulty. So that takes him up to a 7. And then on my ones, well, he gives the handball to the teammate. That does reduce your on my ones score because there's a period where he doesn't have the ball in the chain So I'm going to have to knock him down to a 2.5 for the on my ones, which takes him up to 9.5 on the Drewzy rating goal system. So Shea Bolton wins Mark of the Year last year, Goal of the Year this year. Congratulations, Shea Bolton, on that one. And Mark of the Year, it's a tough one because I think Toby Green's is actually my favourite. Although the Drewzy rating system, Charlie Spargo gets the chocolate. So well done, Charlie Spargo and Shea Bolton, this year's winners. And that's going to wrap up this video today. Make sure if you enjoyed it, you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new to get the Plonker Army up to 10k. Comment down below your goal and mark of the year and how you would have rated it. Let me know in the comments below, and we will see you in the next video. I will be live streaming the Dockers vs Collingwood semi-final this weekend. Come on, you Dockers. Make sure you're there, and I'll see you then. Take care, you Plonkers.